After a month, this fire in eastern Carolina is still burning strong. More than 45,000 acres have already been burned up in this mostly rural area of Dare County. Investigators say the fire was sparked by lightning. Well, one way they've been fighting the flames is with helicopters like this one. You can kind of see it. It's dumping hundreds of gallons of water at a time. But Channel 9 has discovered that's getting harder to do in North Carolina. The problem started with budget cuts last year.
But since we first told you about the funding shortage, Eyewitness News reporter Dave Faraday checked back in, learning there's now a new problem.
This is one of the helicopters that the North Carolina Forest Service uses to attack wildfires here in the foothills. But as we learned today, because of the shortage of pilots, if there was a wildfire in this area, it could take hours before this chopper ever lifts off. When a wildfire breaks out in the North Carolina foothills and mountains, the Forest Service responds, along with helicopters able to drop more than 200 gallons of water at a time.
It's getting kind of scary there at the last, all the neighbors around here were calling each other.
Myra Lale could see those efforts right outside her home during a large fire in Burke County 3 years ago, where some of her neighbors were forced to evacuate. Chief Brian Lingerfeld was called to that quick-moving fire and says helicopter drops can make a huge difference.
It's a lot quicker at times than placing apparatus, in the fire lines and being able to drag hose and putting people in areas that maybe they shouldn't be.
Last fall, the state cut 4 full-time pilot positions. Since then, 3 other pilots have left. Now, the North Carolina Forest Service has just 1 helicopter pilot for all of North Carolina, stationed in Kingston. The chief pilot tells Channel 9 North Carolina can request pilots from other states, but folks like Lale are worried about the response.
When you see it in a larger scale, a whole community, it's very tragic, and we definitely need something in place,
And the chief pilot told me he is working to fill some of those positions. He's hoping to do so by the middle of summer. If not by then, definitely by the fall fire season. Reporting from Hickory, I'm Dave Faraday, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.